Watch and burn.
Hey everybody. So tonight I want to discuss System of a Down's other part to their massive 2005 double album, and that is Mesmerize. Now this was released at the same time as Hypnotize. And I mean, I'll say here what I said, I'm pretty sure at the start of the review for Hypnotize. We had no idea this would be the last thing that System of a Down would release, unfortunately. Wait, there it is. We just thought that it was amazing that this band that could do no wrong and who kept significantly stepping up their songwriting game with every subsequent release, that this would be it for them, that the Hypnotize/Mesmerize would be their swan song. But it was. So, I mean, not going in with that attitude, because when I got this, I was just super excited because their last proper full length was released back in 2001 or 2002, and that was Toxicity. Their third release wasn't really a full length, it was a collection of B-sides and whatnot, and that was Steal This Album. Personally, I've always considered that to be their third full length, but it wasn't, of course. So we waited 3+ long years, and they did reward us with, 2 albums. And this record, what's on here? Cigarro's on here. This Cocaine Makes Me Feel Like I'm on This Song is on here. Sad Statue's on here. Violent Pornography's on here. Old School Hollywood's on here. Lost in Hollywood's on here. And I do love Darren's obsession with Hollywood. I always have. And seeing as how he's kind of continued that attitude on into his work with Scars on Broadway, I just love how he continues to sort of skewer Hollywood. I don't know what his obsession is, or at least was, with Hollywood, but I've always identified with it. I mean, Tony Danza cuts in line. By the time he wrote that song, I'm not even sure if Tony Danza was relevant anymore. But, I mean, this record, I'm not sure what to say. I'm just going to end up repeating myself. Everything I said with Hypnotize still applies here. This record is bouncy, it's fun, it's catchy, it's memorable, it's endlessly listenable. These records, they will burn you out. I'll say that because I can only listen to these albums for a period of time, a brief period of time, for a couple days, and then I got to give them like a year worth of rest because I've just heard them too much. Like off here, Old School Hollywood and Lost in Hollywood, I still listen to Lost in Hollywood all the time. And Old School Hollywood, there's just something about that songs, like that 4 on the floor stomp that it has, that it just doesn't quit. The use of the synthesizer, and this record's amazing. And I can't really say which half is better. I don't want to attempt to figure out, is Hypnotize superior to Mesmerize? Is Mesmerize superior to Hypnotize? I see them as one complete package. And since this band had to go out, this would be it for them. They would go out with a bang. There's like 20 some odd songs between these 2 records, and there's not a bad song on here. Even though there are songs that I don't necessarily click with, technically there's still no bad songs because I don't think System of a Down is capable of writing bad music. Unless you hate System of a Down, in which case you're going to disagree with all of this. But then again, at the same time, why have you made it to the 3-minute mark of somebody singing System's praises if you think they're shit? So you probably made it this far because you agree with me and you think System of a Down are amazing, which they are. And yeah, I'm done. I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to keep this one short. So thank you so much for hanging out with me for a little over 3.5 minutes while I discussed System of a Down's Mesmerize, released way back in 2005 when we were all still young and had hope. Like always, if you like this review, don't forget to do something nice for somebody. But please, most importantly, don't forget that the world is actually a better place because you are in it. Like always, I'm going to go because I'm in a fairly isolated graveyard in like the middle of nowhere, and I'll try to see if I can get anything up for anybody to see. No, you can't see shit. Sorry about that, guys. Have a good night.